Hi, we're Ian and Leanne. This is our self-built camper van whose name is Dick. We have just returned from a 3-month trip into Northern Europe which started in Suffolk. From there we travelled into the Netherlands, Germany, Denmark, Norway and Sweden before returning. Join us in this series of videos as we take you along on our epic adventure. It's unbelievable, it's changed the temperature today. We're up in Denmark now and it's about 9 degrees. It's blown an absolute gale. We've got thick coats on, and to think that 2-3 days ago we were in 21 degrees heat down in Germany and we had a shorts on. Just come across what looks like a freshly made assault course. Excellent if you've got kids or a wife who likes that type of thing. Sit Leanne, come on, let's have the 250 quid for you been framed. You got stuck there, darling.
You're supposed to get across it. Don't think that's quite how you're supposed to do it. Yeah? Oh, do you know what? Years ago I had so much better balance.
Ah, well done.
Do look.
You cheat! I said you're a cheating little monkey. So this little park here is absolutely beautiful. The weather itself seems going up and down a bit. It's freezing cold, it's throwing out rain one bit, but then the sun comes out, but generally it's nice. Excuse the footage bouncing up and down a bit. I'm on my phone today. I forgot to bring the Osmo out of me because I didn't think the weather was going to be very nice, but let's see about this.
Big birds in the top of the tree.
We say big bird? Where? Here?
Yeah.
This
yes,
big bird?
Yeah, on the top of the tree.
Yeah, sort of directly in front of me on a tree there. There's some couple of birds balanced precariously. I see you, baby. Shaking that ass, shaking that ass, shaking that ass. We're just travelling up north in Denmark now, up towards Hirtshals, but we're actually stopped at a place called Horsens. Just having a walk around this park. It's absolutely lovely. Well, good morning. Welcome to Denmark. We're staying at a place called Hampen, and the site is at the back of a truck stop. It's called the Cafeteria de Croen or something like that it's called, and it's basically a big field at the back of the cafeteria, and at the time of recording it cost us 75 Danish kroner a night, which works out to £8.90, and that also includes electric hookup as well, so you can't complain about that. So I'll swing you around and show you where we are. So just beyond those lodges there, I think there's about 5 or 6 of them, the truck stops the other side of that, and we're parked up here. It's the brightness. It's quite a bright morning today. It's quite windy still, but yeah, this is where we parked up last night. There's electric hookup points. The only thing with the electric hookup points is you need to have a cable adapter, which we didn't have, but thankfully the guy in the cafeteria loaned us one. So basically it converts from your normal plug, which you plug into a hookup point, into a 2-pin adapter. So it's something we're going to look out for to get one of those. It's yeah, anything, you've got a busy road down the other side here. It's just quite like a main A road that you'd have in the UK. But this is the field basically where all the hookup points are. So all those brown boxes, they're all hookup points. Got big A-class over there. There was one other guy with us last night, and that was it. So yeah, pretty peaceful nights really. The only downside is there's some chickens there and a cockerel, and that was sort of going in the early hours of the morning, but yeah, can't complain. Well, today we are here at this this place here. I'm not even going to attempt to try and say what it is, but according to Google Translate it's something like Himmelbjellen, but I think it's completely and utterly different to that. Well, we're heading up to like a memorial tower here in whatever the name of the place was. And we're in sort of northern Denmark. We're actually heading up towards Hirtshals, which we then got on the ferry on Friday. It's Wednesday today, so a good old moosey around here. Well, there's the tower, so we're going to have a wander and see what the view's like from it. You have to excuse the wind again, but this is one of the highest points in Denmark at 146 metres.
No, 147 metres above sea level.
Oh, is that a lie? 147 metres above sea level.
And the landscape was formed during and after the latest ice age, when the meltwater eroded the strata and formed hills and valleys. Lake, and I was probably pronouncing this totally wrong, Juso, which lies at the foot of the It is a glacial lake situated in a glacial valley.
There we go. There's absolutely miles and miles of walks you can do here, and if you got your bikes with you, you can actually do a cycle ride all the way around the lake, which is about 50 kilometres all the way around, which is 30 odd miles. It's cold and windy here today, so we're just going to take the advantage of going out for a bit of a walk. We parked up the caravan for 2 hours and it's cost us 22 kroner, which is about £3, I think, something like that, which isn't too bad. Oh, we've come down quite a way now. That's the tower up there. Wish we were there about, I don't know, 10 minutes ago, something like that. So yeah, these trails are lovely. Take you all over the place. So just hope we don't get lost.
Got a focal point.
Well, a focal point, that's it. As long as you've got a focal point, you don't get lost. You can go on little boat trips down here as well. Reminds me of the Lake District actually, and going up and down the likes of Windermere and Ullswater. In fact, we just found a place where we could have parked up for free, and it even looks like it could do overnight parking. Now, this map gives you a good idea of all the walks and that they can do around here. There's absolutely loads of them. Depending on how far you want to go, there's hiking trails and all sorts of stuff. Well, we've got it all on this walk now. We've got hailstones coming down. Thankfully we're in a bit of woodland, so we're protected. I don't think I've ever seen such vibrant moss on a tree before.
Beautiful.
Well, and after all the time we spent in Holland and Germany, where it's basically flat, having to walk up a hill, blimey, I don't know about it. Oh well, it's training for Norway. There's the missus bringing up the rear. I don't know, one minute you got your coat on, it's blowing again and it's freezing cold, and then we're coming out of this woodland and it's all uphill. We're stripping off rapidly. It's now hammering it back down again with hail. But the sun's still out. The wind's starting to pick back up.
Still climbing uphill.
Still climbing up a hill. It's a great day. Oh, we've come around in a bit of a circle and back to where we started. It's a hotel here you can stay at. The ice creams and food over there, and then there's Dick over in the car park over there. Well, check out this for a view. This is our campsite for the night. We're in a little village called Hadston. It's a little farm site that we found on Park for night. It's 50 Danish kroner a night, which is going to work out to about £5. Which can't complain, it's on a farm. Dick's parked there. They have actually got a toilet and shower block, but it's just the point of being constructed at the moment, so we're not really bothered about that because we've got everything we need in the van. Even got some little furry friends here to pet. Hello. Hello there. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit rough and ready, but that's how we like them. A bit one with nature. morning and welcome to a place called Hobro, which is north of where we were yesterday, and still in Denmark, heading up towards Herschel's. So yeah, I'll show you around this place a bit. It's another cold and windy day here in Denmark, but at least the sun's shining. I must say, out of the wind it's not too bad, but when you get sort of down a side street, it's like a force 9 gale blowing down there, isn't it? As you can see, the missus is all covered up. Yeah, it's quite a nice little place, this.
Yeah.
Whilst in Denmark, one has to try Danish pastries. Doesn't one? With the coffee, you get some chocolate as well. Winner, winner. Excuse the wind again. This viewing platform. Just get over the area. This section of sea here, well, water leads out to the Baltic Sea. I'd planned on getting my toes in the Baltic Sea while we're sort of down here, but not the opportunity yet. So here's the going port. And then looking back into Hobro. There you are. Leanne's found a climbing wall. There you are, Spider Woman. You're not being very successful there, Leanne.
I know, I've got 1 foot off the ground. What do you want?
2 feet off the ground. Hey! There you are, she's up. Spider Woman.
Didn't last very long there, did it? It's really cold actually. I need something that can grip.
Yeah, they don't look very grippy, do they?
Not very grippy. I can't grip.
So some of those boats look a bit past the sell-by date. So out of the wind, it's actually quite nice. So when you get in that wind, it'll chill you to the bone. So there is cold coming off the sea as well. So just come across all these painted stones down here. And a strange looking woman. Hobro itself is an old railway town. And I think it's some of the old buildings here. You can see the track where this car is going down here now. It's there's a museum there, not quite sure what that's got in it. Oh, good evening. Tonight we're staying in a place called Tars, which is about 25 minutes from the port of Herschel's in northern Denmark. And tonight we're actually staying on a site, well, it's not really a site, it's a motorhome dealership in Tars, and it's called Vandello Vans. I think I've got to spell that right. But yeah, it's 75 Danish kroner a night. That's including electricity as well, so you can't complain of that. It's also got hookup, shower facilities, toilet facilities, obviously place to get fresh water and waste as well. So yeah, yeah, I'll show you a little bit about it. I've had to go into the shade because the sun's really bright tonight and it's still blowing a gale here as well. But basically, yeah, it's that's the dealership. There's some camper vans down there where you've got your fresh water supply, and also area to dump your grain, your toilet waste as well. And the sign says there's some showers down here as well, but we've not really bothered investigating that at all. But yeah, it's this back of a dealership, and there's some more vans over there. So over in this section here where we're parked, this is 48-hour parking you can do here, and then through the trees on the other side is 24-hour parking, so the 48 hours doesn't hard standing here. And just through this gap here, probably get blasted with cold wind in a minute, but yeah, there's 4 pitches just here which are a maximum of 24-hour parking. So if you're on your way up to the port of Herschel's, it's not a bad place to stop on your way there. So there's electric hookup points here. I have actually noticed that a couple of these points aren't working. We managed to plug into one. I ended up buying myself one of the 2-pin adapters, which I thought I might need it with this one, but this actually does both. So you've got your standard adapter in here, and then in that one, if you've got the 2-pin adapter, that one goes into there. So it covers for both types, which is good. One of the things we've noticed in Denmark is there is a severe lack of... Oh, my camera decided to go funny. Right, what's it doing? Right. Since we've been in Denmark, we've realised there's a severe lack of places to get LPG. And I was talking to a guy at a place where I managed to find some yesterday in a place called Lasby, and he said within Denmark, as far as he's aware, there's only 5 places that you can get LPG from. And this is actually another place you get it from. So this dealership up in Tars, as I said, that's where we're staying. Is they've got LPG available here as well. It's a 115 Danish kroner, I think, for a litre. So I mean, I got a tank full yesterday and it cost me about 13 quid all in, so I wasn't too concerned about that. But yeah, if you come into Denmark, you're probably best fill it with LPG in Germany before you get here. Or if you're obviously coming back through, say, from Norway, and you're getting the ferry back from Kristiansand, etc., then fill up in Norway before you get back into Denmark, because I said you're going to struggle with it, which we have. Well, good morning. We're about to leave Denmark and get on the ferry to go to Norway. So, at least the winds have dropped off today. It's only about 6 mile an hour winds. Temperature's not bad either, so hopefully we're in for a smooth crossing. Fingers crossed.
Tablet, that reminds me. Might be worth taking an anti-sickness tablet, mightn't it?
She might need an anti-sickness tablet. Hopefully it'll be okay. Well, that's us leaving Herschel's in Denmark. So next port of call will be Kristiansand in Norway. Up here, you've got Colour Line, Schmirrel Line, and also there's Fjord Line, which is what we're using now to get ourselves across to Norway. Schmirrel Line, I think, basically takes you over to the Faroe Islands and over finally to Iceland. But I might be completely wrong about that. Well, we're starting to stick the pedal to the metal. This is a hydrofoil that we're going on, and it's a 2.5 hour crossing from Herschel's to Kristiansand. Side of the boat, there's loads of seating area, cafeteria, you can get food, etc. So Leanne, how's it so far?
Fine.
Fine. Feeling fine?
Feeling fine.
Are you sure you're feeling fine? Feeling fine. Feeling fine. You can hear me over the noise. This is about to dock in Norway. bow thrust is working well.